Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. My name is Rabbidluigi. In the last episode, as you can clearly see, we managed to get the Master Sword. It's very masterful. It has effectively infinite durability, but it does have to recharge every so many swings for 10 minutes. We can't use it for 10 minutes, which is lovely. In the last episode, I went to this area. That area was wrong. We'll get to that in a little bit. You find me at a pause screen for a very simple reason. I see what I think is a blue pool, and I didn't want to like take it any further. Bloopy, even not a blue pool. It's like a blue bunny or something. I'm not sure, but it's mine now. We need it for a quest. My concern is that if I started it off as normal, you'd be able to see it disappear in the background, and I'd feel like shit. So the question is. Is there anything else to the blue pool? I'm gonna call it a blue pool, okay? That's not what it is, but it's a blue pool, okay? Bloopy, they pension for collecting rupees. Like, you can kill it? If it bleeds, you can kill it. My thinking. So it doesn't like it. Oh, it shat out rupees. Life is interesting. So that's what we wanted to do. That was apparently the smart idea. So yeah, since we've done that, someone's after that, by the way. So it's a quest, if you don't know. We went this direction. This direction is wrong. I'll explain in a little bit. If we do this, which is what we should have done earlier, set it as a quest. Then we can see exactly where we need to go. This is not in the bottom right. The reason why I went to the bottom right is because an old picture, which Impa showed us, and I think Cash showed us, but I didn't show you, so just take my word for that. It showed the elephant in the bottom right. I thought there might be an elephant in the bottom right. There is not. This is not where the Zoras are, even though it's like Farron. Farron's where the grass people are, but the grass people are up here. I don't really know. We're at the closest... Oh, excuse me. We are at the closest shrine to where I'd like to go, which now there's two. I have no idea where I'd like to go, but apparently it's in this other region, which I didn't really know what it was before. I didn't... Someone told me, effectively. They said I was going in the wrong direction. I admit my faults. I'd like to think I admit my faults, even though I have many faults, and it becomes rather tiresome saying, everything's wrong! Everything's a problem. I'm getting things on my... That's fine. Getting news updates on my phone. It's very distracting when you're trying to record an episode. But, the idea of last episode was to get close to the Zoras, and we got close to an area where there are no Zoras, so I guess everyone's doing the right thing. Interesting, while we're just not making any progress, I'm surprised this is here. I would have thought it'd be up in the batches of the gods, up in some tall mountain, but maybe that's just Death Mountain itself. If we go... No, don't point the other way. If we point that way... So this one here is the Gorons, and then this is Death Mountain, which is gonna be interesting. So... It's like a sort of extra, well, it is an extra area, but it's an area that does something else which isn't exclusively tied to the Gorons. Don't put shrines in front of me is actually one we haven't been to. It is this. I think we have been to it, haven't we? Yeah, where's the one we have been to? Because this looks, hang on, we can just do this, can't we? And see if it's the right one. Is it the right, no, it's a new one. That's the one we've been, what, no. What's that one? That's a new one as well. Oh, I'm very lost. Lost is the wrong word. I'm going to go to this for now, because there are a few things in a certain order that can be done this episode. There was a shrine in the last episode, which I saw up on a mountain, which I thought, hey, maybe we should go there, and I would like to go there, but the Zoras are cool. I've heard a lot of things about the Zoras. Oh, look, I know how the shrine sensor works now. If you're right in front of it, it makes a big beepy noise. If you're, like, going in the other direction, it stops making beepy noise. I don't know. Maybe that's about right, but... It's something like that. It's slightly more intricate than just making noise when you're in the general area. It works on direction as well, which is lovely. So, as long as we can remember that and not forget it in, like, an episode, we'll be fine. I don't really need to fight you guys. Can I just walk up to the shrine, press my Sheikah Slate against it, and then just leave? Because that's what I want to do. Daka Tus Shrine. Hard. It's very hard to say. I'm just going to leave. You can't come down here. You don't have the ability to descend below. Is this based on the Sheikah Slate as well? Could we then bring someone else in the shrine with us, as long as we activate it, or does the elevator only activate because we have the Sheikah Slate on our person? These are very important questions that I feel would be, if someone answered it, very good for expanding the lore of the universe. Sunken Scoop. Okay, so water seems like fun. Immediately Cryonis Rune seems like a an idea. Potentially a good idea. That didn't even hit it. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. What do we need this? What's going on over there? I'm not sure, but it's orange. So they need to go in here. So we move them gradually. Seems, yeah, one of them goes in here. And then we get access to all this craziness over here. Then why are there 3? There's like a bowl in the middle. I'm not sure. Maybe we hit them or something. I don't know. We can just pick this up, can't we? And just throw. No, that's not the throw button. Oh, my plans. It didn't work. So we just pick it up and throw it. That seems like it might just kind of work if we can aim, which we apparently can't. Link, you throw like you know, you don't know what you're doing. I wouldn't say like. Maybe it's I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that didn't work. Or we could just like. It's a stasis thing, isn't it? No, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it is. I was sure of it in the end. Then just go like, yeah, yeah. Watch it just hit the near side, the near lip. Master Sword, eh? Putting it to good use. Where did it go? It actually disappeared. It's over there. So maybe that wasn't the best idea. Maybe we can drop it in the water and then just put it in the water. And then get close enough. Or we can, like, what's this bowl for? The bowl looks important. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Because, can we dive? We can't dive in this game, can we? That looks important. Everything looks important. What have you done to me, video game? You made every tiny thing look mildly important. And I appreciate it, I think. But at the same time, sensory overload doesn't work well when you're trying to solve puzzles. This is going to make this one disappear, isn't it? Or the next one will make that one disappear, so I'm not sure. There's like a little cubby hole there, which I feel might be useful. We can't throw it, but if we throw it in that direction and then put something underneath it, we can maybe throw it over. But that doesn't seem like it's the best idea, at least in my brain. My brain is a wonderful place full of ideas which, you know, no other brain would have. Get rid of that. No other brain would have these ideas. I have what's left from everyone else's brain. I sound like some kind of horror movie that was a terrible idea. So if we jump into the water, this is very lateral thinking and potentially genius. I'm not gonna float my own boat, not gonna blow my own trumpet, but it could be genius if only the person on the receiving end is a smart man, which is okay. I'm trying to like dive and have the cryonis block stop me from resurfacing so I can get in that underwater thing, but I don't think that's possible. Like, go for it. Oh, I broke it with my head. How do you even do that? Okay, so new plan. I like having the new plans. It means a fresh start. If we do it all the way back here, then we can do some charge. No, hang on. No, stop it, Link. Stop it. I haven't pressed the right buttons yet. That's also not the right buttons. This is I wouldn't say a teaser, but something mildly complicated to start the episode off. Just hit these a bunch of times. Trying to get it into that back wall. So it just bounces down, hits the wall, and immediately goes where it needs to go. Like, not quite like that, but almost like that. I feel like the stasis room wasn't really made for precision, so if you maybe want to do puzzles based around precision use of the stasis room, then we may come into a few problems. Or, I don't even... That apparently worked. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. I don't know why there are 3 of them, if that is the right thing to do. And indeed, we didn't really get a solution or a reason behind this. Seems mildly important, but maybe not. Maybe we've got to... Oh, there's more! I kind of realized there would be. So, how do we... We need a block. We need a block? Anybody see a block? I don't see a block. How do we press it down when it's floating? How do we press it down? That's could be an issue. So... I don't know. I'm trying to rack my brain and thinking of a way we could press it down. So immediately, everyone's got the answer, because of course you do. But, like, this won't... What even is it for? What would it do? Like, it's going to open something over here somewhere, or... But we need something to depress it. We need something to depress it. We need to tell it it looks fat, or something. We can't do anything with these, can we? But what is that? Hang on. We didn't try and... What is this? We can actually magnetic... Oh, that works as well. We could have just lifted it up. That's... Why didn't we just try and do this? It's so much easier. Well, I did the highly effective, as we saw, but highly... Too difficult. Unnecessarily difficult. So this we can use for... I mean, we could effectively do the puzzle again with our solution in a bizarre way. the whole point, what it wants me to do, which is actually a lot easier than what I was going to try and do, and indeed what I could do, is do this, because it's now depressed, which is lovely. Bring this, no, oh, depth perception is not my forte. That's gonna be a problem. Go, 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 in the hole, yeah, somehow this'll work. Don't you think? It's gonna drain it? Has it drained it everywhere? Because if it has, then we can go back to the original room. My recording may have done something interesting and slightly stupid in the last... I just heard all the Cryonis... all the Cryonis blocks just broke at the same time. That was very loud. My recording may have done something dumb recently. If it has, I try and fix it. I try and solve the problem as soon as I can, but it isn't always easy. Silver Longsword, it looks amazing. It looks a little bit like half of a Fierce Deity sword, in a way. So... we'll get rid of things. What do I want to get rid of? What here is useless to me? Basically this. I got more of this for scanning my 8-bit Link amiibo in. What I tried to do a little while ago is scan more amiibos in, and it said that I couldn't because it hadn't been a day, even though, you know, it's been very much more than a day. I think the game being in rest mode, or sleep mode, or whatever it is, meant that it didn't realize that that many days had passed since I had played the game before, or it needs the game to shut down once before anything actually works. I'm not so sure what happened, but it meant that now Mario Kart 8 has come out, and I've been playing more of that, and actually shut this game down on the Switch. It's a bizarre thought, I know, but it's meant that I've been able to scan more amiibos in, which is lovely and wonderful, and more spiritual, sure. We don't have to get health now, because we have the sword that is amazing, and is useful in a lot of circumstances, such as all of them. Because maybe I'm using it wrong, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, but in my mind, if you have a weapon that effectively, over the course of the game, has infinite durability, then you want to use that as often as possible and save the really strong weapons for special occasions, when you're fighting boss fights, for example. So, I would like to... I'm reasonably comfortable with what I'm doing. I don't want to fight you, but... is that a turtle? That's not a turtle. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's a heron. I thought... it looks a little bit like a turtle. Okay, so we've done this. I guess we go somewhere else. Did we pick up that weapon in the end? I've had a horrible feeling that we didn't, but we got the durability thing, so that's lovely. Should use the Master Sword. Not sure why I'm in this menu again. People keep complaining that I go back through that menu. So we've done that. That's nowhere near the Zoras, but I guess we'll go to it anyway. Is it this way? Yeah, it's the green thing. Use your mini-map. It's your best friend. I should at some point, just to stop people from telling me advice which I already know, which I kind of appreciate despite my tone. I'd rather you gave me advice than criticize my gameplay, because I feel like it's okay. I try my very hardest, but the shield on a slope, I know. I've seen many little notes in between loading areas of this game where it says, you can press A while you have your shield out on a slope or something. We can kind of use it everywhere, can't we? Like we jump and press A, or jump and press A, jump and press... which one's the A button? That might be the... I don't know. That's the slashy button. And this is a giant bog, which isn't very useful for going where I want to go. And there's Yiga Clan members who don't actually do that much damage. What was it previously? Were they like bow masters instead of bow apprentices? I don't know. Is that the plural? I don't really give a fuck. I would like a horse, really. Because it would make all of this much, much quicker. Maybe I'm avoiding ducks. I'm not avoiding ducks, but maybe I'm missing ducks, which is a horrible thing. A horrible plan. A horrible thing to have happened. I never wanted to happen. I've been talking about ducks, haven't I? That's fine. So, that is... that way... let me just do this for a second. Yeah, so... Death... no, that's the wrong... no, okay. So, maybe Death Mountain's in the background. Then that would make it in... we can walk on this. Did I not think we could walk on this? Did I think it was really deep? Did I not test for depth? These are things you should do, kids, if you're watching. Test for depth before you go wading in. Don't like go around or anything. It's just going around is a smart thing to do, but not really in every case. Bad advice. Generally not the best advice to give. What is this? What is it? I want to go there. Is it just a fire with some shelter? I don't know, but I'm going there. There's so many things in an order. I would like to go back here. The Zoras, very valuable to me. Not really, but I'd like to sort of make some progress. My general idea for the last couple of episodes was to get the Master Sword, and we've done that, and there's no reason why we shouldn't now do the important story things that the game hasn't really been asking us to do, because it's a lovely game that respects my individuality, but it's sort of... It expects me to do at some point, and, you know, if I want to save people, I should probably do something like that, so, you know, is this maybe going to work? We can't use runes anymore, so I guess we'll just waddle. We'll just waddle in this direction. It's going to be so slow. I should go to the nearest shoreline and maybe make things a little bit quicker, but I would like to... It's been a while since we've seen a cutscene, I feel, which hasn't been a memory. Is what I'm trying to get at. It's a very small problem. It isn't even a problem. No one would consider it a problem, but I question if we're making what do you want? I question if we're making progress, and if we're making progress at a decent rate. Oi! Oh, you there! Please leave me alone. Over here! I'm over here! Are you drowning? Are you a Zora? You're a Zora! You're the first Zora we've seen. Ah, it's going in the right direction. I would imagine that if we're going in this direction, we'd start to meet these people. It'll be like the Gerudo area. I apologize for calling on you so suddenly. I am Ledo, a proud member of the distinguished Zora. As you are a real Hylian, I had no choice but to call upon you. Will you please spare me a moment of your time? Technically, I'm in a hurry, but I gotta bend to their desires. Thank you so very much. Yes. What is up, Zoras? You look fine. You look radiant. Do you see that tower? The one atop that mountain yonder? I have no idea what you're saying. I need you to go upstream of Zora River, which runs along the north side of that tower to Inogo Bridge. Like, is that the guy in Lon Lon Ranch and Ocarina of Time? Might be. Is it Inigo or rather than Inogo? I don't know. Might be an I instead of an O. I can see it in your eyes. You're asking yourself, why me? That's a reasonable question, exactly! A reasonable question for a stranger accosted by a passing Zora in such a manner. But I must assure you, this venture will be very profitable for you as well. Profitable? I can't say that word. You see, Prince Sidon of the Zora is in desperate search of a strong Hylian. And as this is a royal request from the prince himself, it's safe to assume a generous reward is in its cards, or something. This is why I'm asking you to meet with Prince Sidon on Inogo Bridge along the Zora River, just upstream of here. So actually, it was a really smart idea to come here. This is what happens when you don't necessarily go as the crow fly. I could have done more with that. Don't necessarily go as the crow flies, but goes. That's what we need, by the way. It's when we go, whatever, what the fuck is this? As we go by whatever we want to do, which in this case is shrines, because they give me so many wonderful things. Can you just suck my pee-pee or I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. It's not a fine insult. You suck my pee-pee. Yay. That sounds like a different thing. It's not a confident insult, really. Not really. So this seems horrible and terrible. Can we airdrop in here? Can we set it alight? Many options, many possibilities. I'm thinking here. You made me bust my Master Sword. You see what you've done? It's not getting dark. Everything's gone, that's fine. Everything's gone wrong. What else is new? Fine. Not a problem. Does mean effectively that with the Master Sword, we permanently lose a slot. But in a good way, we always have a weapon. We lose a slot, but it's only because it's permanently occupied by a weapon. We want to effectively do this. Does this work? Yeah. Fuck your challenge or whatever you're trying to do, video game. I've been to the Rito area. I can do this. Gonna be a problem maybe on the way out. Although we're higher than the thorns. It's not a problem. I didn't equip a weapon, did I? I got so many that I cannot sword. I like the sword, you know. It says something about dangerous going alone. I understand that. This is the first... My recording's doing weird things. The first Zelda game in a very long time where you feel alone. I need to burp. I may fix my recording or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Speed of light! More of that in a bit. For whatever reason, the first recording of a session tends to be a little bit tricky on the old capture device. Maybe it spends a little time during the week. I don't know what it's doing, but it's plotting against me, I feel. So, this is immediately not useful. Might be useful. What does it do? Okay. So it's rotating around this center platform. What's interesting about this center platform? Why does this feel like Portal? Nintendo? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's That's not cool. Not really. Okay, that hit that. What did it do? It's now filling with water. This is good, apparently. Oh, God. Don't go any higher, please. Okay, so... I mean, that's basically it. By the looks of it. They're basically hydrants. That's good. That's basically it. Because we can crayon this over, I feel. But there's gonna be more. It's more than meets the eye. Such as a chest, which we may wanna go to. Did we get that chest? Was that the chest? We did. I can't remember. I can't tell you what was in it, because it wasn't that important. So, maybe we can see a chest around here somewhere, and go to it. Maybe it's down below. Surely it would float as well, so... Maybe it being below the water isn't a problem. There's a switch over there, which I'm interested in. So that's that puzzle, because it's apparently a puzzle. Okay. This is kind of interesting. But what do we do to move it? We pressed the thing. We rotated the thing on the ground. Okay, is this heavy enough to drop in the water? Because that'll be cool. Can we roll it down, or just put it here and watch it? No. Put it here and watch it roll, potentially. We put it on the right side. Yeah, don't... It floats. Okay, that's a problem. It's made of metal, though. What is like an aluminum... Oh, don't say aluminum. Aluminium barrel? I was thinking about that too much. It's a problem. I don't know, I'm going to America soon. I should start talking like you funny people. Push it down. Push it down. Push it. Push it. Push it real good! It floats. Okay. Interesting dilemma. So we still need to get over here. Can we... I've idea, maybe. Maybe idea? Like, we rotate it back round. Will that still work? I guess it... Is there a drain here, which is stopping it from being permanently this level of water? I don't really know. So we push it back round, and then we immediately, like, book it. Run. Run, man. Run. Run like a crazy boy. No, don't swim. Don't swim. Or swim faster, at least. I don't know. There you go. So... This will now lower it in my brain. That's how my brain works. We can use that to block it, potentially. Maybe. Options. I like having options. That then puts that down. Didn't really need that in the end. We're now home free. But there's going to be a chest around here, which I have an interest in. It's here. Okay. How do we do? It's a fine question. I don't think that's an inappropriate question. Things are sparkling. That's just the sunlight, excuse me. But it is water. So we need the water back up. So we run again? But how would that work? I don't think it does, is the point. Okay. Fine question. Or maybe we do something with it because it's kind of closer here now. Like can we stasis this? We can stasis. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so... Does that... Oh, that's going to help us in some way, but I'm trying to work out how. We delay... maybe. But then we still need to switch down, so... We delay it on the way back. I'm going to try and work this out. So if we just do this for now, this might work in my brain. So it's not producing any water. Does that mean it goes slowly or not at all? Curious. Okay, it does go eventually. And then it fills it all back up. So... That didn't seem like it did it any slower. And there's a chest over here, which hang on. What's in this chest? I've lowered the water. Is it useful? Not really. Okay, I've got an idea. This might work. I'm gonna do it anyway, even though it doesn't work. Even though there's a large chance that it doesn't. So all this does is rotate this laser thing, which is... I get the point of speed of light now. So this does take a long time. It gives you a lot of time to do things with it. However... All it does is hit that switch. It does, like, damage to that switch or something. So, theoretically, humor me, video game, and maybe comment section, I don't really know. If we wait for that to come up, then we do this. Then because what we need to do... Oh, no, that's a bad idea. What we need to do... I'm just tracking my recordings fine. What we need to do is... Make the switch on the left, or all the way over there, which the barrel is currently sitting on. We need that to be... Stasis. Is this gonna work? Because that just moves it around. Okay, so we need to switch over there to be stasis, which can only... That's a really weird word, by the way. Not important. We need it to be stasis or something. But we need to do it before we hit the switch. And at the moment, we can only hit the switch from over there. If we hit the switch now, it will technically make it go down. So if you just do normal arrows, this is just a test flight, okay? With 3 arrows, we can do that, which is lovely. Now we're just trying to work out how that helps. We've got a decent period of time before that runs out of effectiveness. So need a way of getting that to effectively need a way of being able to hit that switch from that doorway. And I don't think there's a way of doing that, but I'm gonna work it out. Oh, the laser hurts me. Okay, this might work. This might work. Can we reach it from here? It doesn't actually, it's not affected by this, so that's, never mind. I think I have an idea, and for it to work, we need the water back. So, we need a way of delaying that switch. And we could use the stasis if it was maybe affected by stasis. However, although we didn't really need that, maybe we could just shot it with an arrow. We have bombs. Here's my idea. It's a very complicated idea. It's a very complicated puzzle, an optional puzzle to get a chest. I hope this chest is... That's scary. I hope this chest is good, because this is taking quite a decent amount of brain power. It requires 3 runes. I'm waiting for the puzzle that requires all the runes, and even the camera somehow. Maybe also the amiibos, I don't know, I'm not picky. So we need to get over there with the Cryonis, which is fine. Stasis may still be important. I think the stasis will be important to hold the switch in place. So we do this, we put a bomb here, and it's got to stay here for... Excuse me. It's got to stay here for a decent period of time. That just about missed me. That was lovely. We put it here. It's going to stay there for a little bit. Got rid of all my Cronus, which is not necessarily a problem. Then we... Do we need it when the water's up or down? Ah, Master Sword's power's been restored, which tells me I've been doing this for a very long time. It's okay. So, water needs to be up when we get over there. But so does the switch, and the switch is currently down, so need the water affected now. Hang on. But if we do that, we can't get over. And we... Oh, okay, hang on. Maybe we don't need the stasis rune. This all really depends on if this works. He thinks aloud to himself in order to tell everybody what his thoughts are. If we don't detonate it, but use an arrow instead, and then just fucking book it. Fucking book it over there. Oh, we can... Oh, what's it? Oh, don't pause me to show me the gates open. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It probably wouldn't have worked even without the pause. Alternatively, going back into the theme of the speed of light, if we have Cryonis blocks... I was thinking about this. This seems like it should work in theory. If we have Cryonis blocks, we can have 3, can't we? 3 Cryonis blocks all the way up here to about there. That seems okay. And then we put the laser round. And the laser takes a while to activate. It's not an immediate thing. The water level won't immediately start moving. Then we just go. Go really quickly. This actually seems like a decently smart idea. Because the bomb's still over there is my thinking. Then this will make the switch happen. We got loads of time, by the way. I've been thinking, oh, we're going to run out of time. It takes a really long time to get over there. As long as it's not blocked by the Cronus rune, that's fine. The Cronus blocks immediately get destroyed when the water level is lowered, which I guess is interesting. I guess you can't ride it down, and eventually the water disappears. Now we go back to this. My master plan in action. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's okay. I like that. This is maybe one of my favorite shrine puzzles so far. Because it's not necessarily natural thinking. I'm sure everyone else would realise that immediately, but I feel mildly clever for doing that, you know? Can I have this small victory? Are you gonna piss on my bonfire? My giant boomerang. We haven't got any space in my inventory. We can get rid of our other giant boomerang, which also has critical hits. I guess we just leave. But yeah, fork boomerang isn't very good. We'll take it. We'll take the giant boomerang you speak of, video game. We should use some boomerangs, because they're technically ranged weapons, and that technically is very pleasing to the eye, so that's lovely. What is this? Is the monk sort of hunched over, or looking at something? It's a very interesting position for the monk to be in. All of them is like, oh, it's like one leg is up. I don't really know. It looks like a lot of the sit emotes in Overwatch. I don't know. It's fine. Odd thing to notice, but 2 Spirit Orbs have enough time to go in the direction of the tower and potentially go meet Prince Sidon, who I've never heard of in this game. I've kept myself completely oblivious to all the goings-on in the Zora area. I don't know that he may be a handsome motherfucker, but it's not important. It's not important. It's fine. Gonna learn these things as we go. It'll be fine. Make a fine thumbnail if we get there. But that's you know, by the by. Was it always, like, bright and sunny? Was it always 10 in the morning? I can't remember. So, was that a quest he gave us, or was that just a, you know, just go this direction? Be quite nice, quite helpful for me. Is a quest from, royalty, technically. Why did the shrine thing start beeping? I don't like it. It didn't even start beeping, it just started pulsing, and I thought that might mean we're near something, but I guess if that's a shrine, then yes, we are near a shrine. That's not up for debate, really. So, we have time. We have time and space, and hopefully we can we can come out of this episode saying, yeah, we did something. I like the productivity. Highly valued. None of this is elemental. People say I should hit more of these with elemental weapons because you can then turn the chew jelly into a more valuable chew jelly. Have I mentioned that before? I may have done. Since we're here, and I can maybe make this thing happen. Do I jump and press A? Jump and press A? No. Jump and press A. That's what you said, video game. Or is it maybe the block button? Which I forget what the block button is. It's that button. So, jump and press. No. I'm gonna do it! Because people keep telling me to do it. Jump and press a button. Jump and press a button. Oh, that felt like that almost worked, but it was a different thing entirely. I'll do it later, okay? Maybe. A does nothing when you're in the mid-air. Maybe they were lying to me. Maybe I forgot what button it was to press, but either way, why are we going in the wrong direction entirely? What tower is that? I was going in that direction. I've gone in the wrong direction entirely. That's fine. Just my bearings were off, among other things. That's not... It's a mild inconvenience. Is that, like, shallow... What is that? Oh, it looks interesting. It looks important. It looks not valuable, but it looks deliberate enough to care about it. It's just like a shallow path to the... That's cool. That is cool. If you don't have the ability to get here via water means, then I guess you could do that. That's just a giant sinkhole. Don't want to be in there. We can reach for shore from here. That's what happens when you can't rely on Rivali's Gale to fix all your problems. Suddenly, the world is infinitely scarier, as I've got a very itchy head. That's you didn't need to know that, but I thought I'd tell you anyway, just to pad out the commentary. That's interesting. So supposedly the Zora's around here somewhere. We've met one of them. I didn't think that would be the one we meet. Did we go over there in the end? It looks like a fire in the middle of a... But it looks important, because not every other fire looks like that. It's marking it, okay? Marking it and leaving it, okay? Fire and forget. We'll come back to when I haven't got anything else to do. Which will be never, because I've always got something to do. Everything in this game is designed to distract you from everything else. It's a constant tug of war to grab your attention. It's like a... Oh, fuck off. It's like a, what am I thinking? I don't know. What am I thinking right now? Oh, I can tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just like, fuck you really hard. Because I want the blade, or at least take a picture of the blade. Oh, yeah! What do you feel? What do you feel now? Do you feel pain? That burning you feel? That is shame? Yeah. Oh, you can try. You can try, but I've got running powers. I've got running powers. I've got powers of incredible leg day. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this because I very much fear you. 3 will do it. I more want the sword than anything, because I know the sword is half decent. The wind cleaver. Was it on this? Not on this file, but was it on this version, this life, I guess, that I picked it up, or... I definitely picked it up, because in the Yiga Clan Fortress, I showed myself picking it up, but we have a picture for the compendium now, so that's very nice. We have a two-handed, like... It's got like a... I don't know what the pattern is, like a swirly pattern on the crossguard, which is very nice. This is wonderful. The Lynel spear, by the way, I accept... How much was it? 41. We can get rid of one of the Knight's Claymores, effectively. But the Lynel spear is my trophy for beating a Lynel. I keep saying Lynel. Ah, it's been a while since I did a recording. My Lynel spear... That's a crab. It's definitely a crab. Okay. What was I saying? I can't remember. Completely distracted by a crab. But the Lynel spear, not a very good weapon, but it is a... Oh, my recording's doing weird things. Hold on. My recording becomes delayed by a couple of seconds, which means there was a moment in the recording where it paused, which then means the audio is out of sync and generally terrible, which means that when it comes to editing, I have to do some fucking absurd thing to get it back on track. And really... It doesn't make much difference. You could survive with the audio being like 5 seconds out, couldn't you? Couldn't you? You probably couldn't. I wouldn't be able to. So that's not really a viable option. I want my Rivali's Gale back. Oh, shrines. Does that mean the shrine is right in front of me? By the fact it's beeping, or is the fact that no, Working on it. So the fact that it perks up when it does, like it's now right in front of me. I'm watching it more closely now, guys, because I wanna get the most out of it, rather than a beeping that tells me it's generally in this area, because, you know, that's not that helpful in the grand scheme of... Okay! That's new! Are you seeing this, people? Or is my recording done? I've got an error message, is my point. Give me a second. Oh, thank goodness for auto-saving video game. Not every game has it, but I appreciate it when it is a part of the video game, apparently. I did download an update. Did we get the crab? The crab is so important to me, so I very much want it in my compendium. Are you a Yiga clan member? I think they're gone from the overworld now. Step right up and don't be shy. Check out my fine bananas. They're available to buy. So yellow, they'll make you yellow. Oh, so fresh. You'll think there's a tree around the corner, and the taste like a dream. Stay right there and buy a pair. Bananas imply Yiga clan member. Okay, fine. These bananas are my pride and joy. Fuck me. Fuck. Wow. I mean, if you're not a Yiga clan member, well then, I hope you come back later. That's a lie as slippery as a banana peel. Oh, there you go. For the banana. I mean, for the boss. Okay. That's lovely, I guess. So, you have an interesting weapon, which isn't necessarily a sickle. A sickle, so, or the vicious sickle, or whatever it's called, which means I have an interest in kind of, like, fucking you over. But, what was I gonna say? The game did an update. It downloaded some kind of update. There's no internet access where I am now at the moment, so there's no real way it would be able to get it from the internet, but there is something it downloaded, and I'm not sure if that's what caused the crash, but something did it. A demon carver! Demon carver! That sounds curious more than anything else. It is a 30 one-handed weapon, which means I'm going to leave it here, because I don't really mind. Everything else is mildly interesting to me, so it's not really a problem. But the game hasn't been crashing before. Everyone will attest to that. The auto-saving is wonderful. That was also that bit. The shrine I'm just trying to work out is maybe over there, but I'm not really interested. The Rivali scale's still taking a very long time to come back. That's okay. We rely on it too much and don't rely on Urbosa's fury anywhere near enough. I'm wondering what the Zoras are going to give me. We're quite far off getting to that point, but I am curious to see that if we, you know, the Zora Divine Beast, what will they do for me? Is that another one? Where are you coming from? Where? Oh god. Noises. Are you nearby? I've only got one earphone in, so I haven't got surround sound, so I can't really tell if you're that close. That was a beautiful updraft. That was mildly useful. I've left you in my dust. There's a village over there, but maybe not Zora village. I'm more interested in this giant fucking tower, because that tells me the secrets of the universe and generally everything in my immediate vicinity. Are you hiding or waiting for me? Or one of those things? No, it's a moblin. Just kind of worse? Maybe? Hello. Have I taken your picture yet? I would like to. I have. You're a blue moblin. Even though you're more sort of purpley, so I don't really know what to believe anymore. So, nothing makes sense anymore. I can see the shrine in the background, by the way. Don't tell me where the shrine is in the background, because I can see it in the background. Soldier's broadsword. Let's go up to the shrine. Not the shrine. It's like a shrine, but tall and elongated in some way. We can get up there in like 2 Rivali's Gales. Yeah! See all these problematic areas? I spit in the face of the problematic areas with my magic bird powers. Very useful. It's why you come here. Not come here, but it's why you go to the Rivali. The Rito area. It's why you go there first, really. There's like a... What is this? I don't know. What I'll do is I'll do this, and I'll end the episode off, because then we know more about our surrounding area and where exactly... We'll be able to see exactly on the map, which is the problem at the end of the last episode. We'll see exactly on the map where the Ritos are, and we can then have a really good plan of attack for the next episode. In my mind, Lynels Tower. What's the challenge here? I'm not so sure. I can see Ice Wiz robes called Blizz robes. Do we still need one of them for the quest? I should do that, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll get to the top of here and then just fill in those quests for the guy who wants to see a bloopy. I need to cough, but we'll get up here first before I cough. I'm gonna stave off the cough. No, I can't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I can do it. I'm gonna do it. There you go. Oh god. Enjoy the cutscene. I'm gonna cough. Oh, it's a huge cough. Oh, it's massive. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, my eyes are watering a little bit. That's how big it was. You didn't even see. I muted it. You heard some lovely sound effects of Link putting a Sheikah Slate in the little wireless docking pay thing. The wireless charger. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. So, Lynels Tower. I know this is where the Zoras are. I know that for a certainty now. So, all I'm interested in... There are shrines everywhere. We know this by now. There's shrines everywhere. Just gotta explore them. Gotta have the gumption to explore them. The enthusiasm to explore them. All these words which basically mean the same thing. So, we are midway. Was that midway? Yeah! We would never be able to miss that. Never be able to miss that if we... In terms of going to the southeast area and noticing there's nothing around here that looks like the Zoras, that's pretty easy, the one they showed us. So we'll mark that. I'll get to you in a second, Zora man, who's really high up. On to the other one. It was in the background of some shot, wasn't it? I'm gonna find it. Gonna find it. Gonna find it. Gonna do it. Gonna do it if I put my mind to it. Or was it maybe in the background of a shot, which was... Oh, it's there. That's fine. Mark it as well. Haven't got enough pins. Fuck me. Let me fix that. We can edit the pins while in this view. Recording's doing better. I had to stop the recording because the goddamn game crashed. But other than that, recording's doing better when you stop and start it again or something. So we'll come back here very briefly. But for now, I'm going back over here. Well, I was briefly in the Korok Forest, but then I remembered I need this fucking dickhead's weapon. Are you gonna be a problem? You may be a problem. Oh no, don't stand there. Please don't stand there. There are so many people who care for you. So, have we not taken a picture of a Blizz robe? I know they're called Blizz robes. Maybe they're not called Wiz robes. These ones are called... get them out of the way. I'm so confused. Because are they different? Are there icy Wiz robes which are not Blizz robes? Because I thought that was the joke you were going for, video game. I thought we moved past this, is my point. Oh god! Oh god, things are happening. What did it do in the sky? It did some horrible thing. It's now raining ice blocks. Oh, life is interesting. That's lovely. All I want is just clarity. Taking a lot of hits, and somehow Link is shaking them off, kind of like a champion, which is beautiful. I'm very, very concerned. Have we got any fire arrows? I wish we did. We do. Okay. For some reason, I thought we might not have any. I'm freezing. He's actually made it really cold in here. How did he do it? Because he's a goddamn maverick. That's why. He's a goddamn genius. He's a goddamn inconvenience. Why are you on top of me? Why? Why are you like this? Who hurt you as a child? I could hurt them back. Did that hit something in midair? I almost feel like it did. Can I maybe have an easier time here? Could we? I mean, we maybe not do what you're doing right now. Is this maybe the most annoying Wiz robe so far? I suggest perhaps. Then again, maybe an ice rod. That's what we need. That's all we need. I'm going to get rid of this because we've never used it. Not really. Is it in our compendium? It is. I'm now going to take this to some very ungrateful Korok. I can't remember what you wanted, but you're going to get one of them. Whoa, looks like you've located an ice rod. But you're going to have to equip... Oh, really? Really? You want me to do this? Oh, there you go. I can be awesome with it. What do you want, Frozen? I'll freeze you. Yeah, shimmering, sparkling, what a sight to behold! Thank you, Mr. Hero, your weapon is so amazingly, wonderfully sparkly, even. I must give you something as thanks. 100 rupees. It's dazzling silver light. Yeah, it's funny. Clink, sparkle. Yes. I lost a lot of health for that. 100 rupees, can't really get it back, although I guess we could get a bed. That might do it. Where the fuck's the other guy? Maybe in here. Glowy Hoppy. I've seen the glowy Hoppy you wish to see. Oh, Mr. Hero, did you bring it for me? Be funny if I just whipped out a dead bloopy carcass or something. Look at it. It's amazing. Well, wait a minute. Is that a real bloopy? No, it's a stuffed one. I killed the real one. Wow, it's even more beautiful than Peaks imagined. Thank you so much, Mr. Hero. Now I'm content. Oh, and here's a little thank you gift. Peaks didn't forget. Here's 100 rupees. I'm going to begin to think these maybe aren't worth it. Oh yeah, Mr. Hero needs rupees sometimes, right? If you desperately need rupees, you should shoot an arrow as a bloopy. It's a joke, and I already did it. I was one step ahead of you. I hear they drop lots of rupees if you hit them. Oh man, I'm so glad I got to see something so cool. Peaks is so happy right now. That's wonderful. This has been Rabbidluigi. This has been Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the next episode, we're going to go back to the Lynels Tower and go as quickly as possible to the Zora area. Maybe we want to go to that bridge. Is there a bridge around here? The bridge. What was it called? The Inogo Bridge? Can't find Inogo Bridge. But it's going to be around here somewhere. Got to find Sidon. And then, is it Sidon or Sidon? I don't know. I'll work it out as we go. Don't really care. Don't really mind. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.